Okay, I can't believe I'm having to make this, but this is a PSA for physical media collectors. I don't think it's too far fetched to say that physical media is dead or completely dying now because there are some issues that a lot of other collectors either completely ignore or kind of just blow off as minor. But this is an issue that kind of just blew me up today, pretty much. Got a bad disc from Amazon, a PS4 Blu-ray disc. It's the second one that I had replaced, cracked, and it was factory sealed. Shit like that. A lot of Blu-ray discs and DVDs are made in Mexico and probably other countries. A lot of U.S. based products that are licensed and produced for sale here are outsourced, especially Blu-ray disc and DVDs nowadays. A lot of the big companies like Warner Brothers, um, Shout Factory, which makes the Scream Factory horror movies and stuff like these. This is Alligator. I'm going to use this as an example for some of the issues. You don't have them, but I'm just going to point out what I'm going to be talking about. But anyway, I said Warner Brothers, Vinegar Syndrome don't have any of them. If you collect anime and stuff, Viz Media, some of Sentai Filmworks stuff, Aniplex of America, not Aniplex of Japan. Um, Kino Warber, I might have said that wrong, but I don't really think there's any disc issues with any of theirs. Scorpion releasing, I've not had any issues out of their stuff. The hell was that other one? I can't think of it. Well, anyway, to the main issues. I know Scream Factory has a bunch of issues with theirs, such as the gassing of the inside of the case, where the discs are usually held in like them 4K cases. They usually like have 3 discs or more, and usually the inside of the disc thing back here, the disc holder spindle part here, is usually got some kind of gassy shit on it, and it smears on the back of the disc, cause all kinds of fucking problems if you don't get it off, because that shit will stick if you don't. I don't think many collectors mention that. But the biggest issue is what I was saying, discs are made in Mexico. They have severely underpaid, cheap labor there, which also means no fucking quality control at all. It is non existent. And it bugs the hell out of me. I'm not bashing Hispanic people or anything. It ain't their fault. It ain't anything remotely like that. The quality control issues that I've noticed across all kinds of different companies that outsource their discs to Mexico, at least exclusively Mexico, is that Blu-ray discs have this issue when they come from there. This also includes DVDs. It's a thing called etching. That's the term that I coined for it. Etching is a thing where the outer edge of a Blu-ray disc will have about a centimeter or so crack that goes in on the outer layer right here. And there's another issue that I call center etching. It's where the center ring here will have a few centimeter crack in it. Sometimes it can maybe even be an inch, which I have that one PS4 disc that I got had one. Ain't that some shit? And it was factory sealed on top of that. I done an unboxing video that I posted before this one. If you go look at the thumbnail for that one had a crack in it, or etch, or whatever. You can call it whatever you want. But Blu-ray disc have, if they, like the outer etch, if it goes through this layer here, the data will bleed out and the disc will become unreadable, which means the future longevity of this media that you're spending your hard-earned money for, say $30 a pop, is down the fucking drain. Gone. Worthless shit. That is a major problem. And to think that there's millions of collectors that buy these, don't even notice this, is just fucking infuriating. I woke up and seen this shit after I went through about 40 or 30 fucking different Blu-ray discs and noticed it. Blowed my mind. I just think it's the reason they outsource all the discs to Mexico or all these other countries and stuff is because cheaper labor, and they're trying to push physical hard media out the door and push us to buy digital shit that we don't even own unless you pirate that fucking shit, put it on a damn hard drive for streaming to all your media devices and say fuck them, which is what I would agree with doing, considering these issues that I'm having to address that it seems that nobody else pays attention to. And I'm pretty stressed right now thinking about it. It just pisses me off. Like 10, 15 years ago, any movie that I would go to, like a movie store, like Media Play, and I could buy a DVD or even a VHS and no quality control issues. I could pop open the case and there wouldn't be a crack on that fucking disc at all. It would be shiny as a baby's ass. That's a figure of speech, by the way. People need to make this more known, because if they don't, they're going to completely phase out physical media, and we're going to keep buying this cheap shit that they're manufacturing, that we're paying an arm and a leg for. Which some people, they buy the big Scream Factory bundles with the exclusive posters and all that other cool perks and stuff, and then they pay their $100 and then they get served a fucking lemon with a sack of duty on the fucking side. It just irritates me so much. Like, I'm a anime weeboo, I guess, and I collect so much of it. I'm having to import my stuff from England because their product manufacturing is somewhat better than ours, but still not perfect. I've got some from there that ain't great either. It's like physical media is just going down the drain, and we're just the fish riding the fucking current down into a black hole of nothingness. And as far as gaming goes, I'm just going to go digital and say fuck physical gaming, unless I'm buying a Nintendo Switch cartridge which has high quality and I ain't got to worry about cracked disc. But as far as buying my movies on Blu-ray or something, I guess I'll have to, from now on, pop them into my Blu-ray drive and then make a virtual copy that I can load onto a virtual player and then play the shit or stream it via hard drive or SSD. That's fucked up. It's like, yeah, they want you to buy digital downloads from Voodoo or iTunes or one of them streaming platforms that can remove your rights, your digital rights to watch something. You can't download it and copy it over to a USB or a hard drive when you buy it from one of them. But if you rip it from like this to a digital one-to-one copy that you can watch on anything, we don't own what we buy, and we sure as hell don't have quality anymore. All we have is shit.